Procrastination is starting in your brain. Hello Shaper, and today I want to share with you the process of procrastination. Well, you might actually be familiar that our brain consists of three parts. How many parts? Three. The first part is the cognitive brain, or we call it also neocortex, which is responsible for our conscious mind and become conscious and regulate our body on a conscious level. This is actually also a winner mind. Then we have a larger part. Let's talk about the small part. The really small part is the stamina brain, which is just responsible for things like instinctive, what you do, like breathing. Imagine you have to actually think about every breath, and if you don't think, you just freaking die. It will be just awful. So this is the stamina brain. And what we have, the third part, is the limbic system, which is just emotional state. In this emotional state, if you have listened to yesterday's or see my yesterday's video, which is above, I've talked about Tim Urban's methods and actually how procrastination occurs. This is actually the monkey, okay? And this is a really big part, the monkey, especially when you tend to be more emotional rather than rational. And the thing is actually with this stuff is it happens everywhere. Let's take you some examples that the monkey is tuning in. Like, imagine you are having a sleazy salesman in front of you who is all of a sudden offering you a product which you have no interest in. And what you do is actually listen to him, and in the end of the sales pitch you say no. And what you're actually doing in of this is when you're in the beginning, know right now that I don't care what this person is saying. I have this energy with him. I can't understand him. I can't resonate towards him. So if you say no immediately, you are actually you don't procrastinate on this person and on yourself. You don't procrastinate on this person and on yourself in case of time, because you are just wasting time just listening to this sales speech and giving him a wrong perception of yourself. And kind of this a false belief that might be in many cases it's just a false belief, and this false belief don't bring you further nor him. So just if you have someone, if you say I can't resonate to it, just say no to this person, because it's just a time waster, and time is the most valuable thing that you have. Second thing is just remember the times when you're going to school and all of a sudden you have a test, and what you do is actually just playing around and till the last day, and you procrastinated, and then the monster is clicking in and saying, hey dude, you have to do the work here, tomorrow you have the test, and then you don't sleep the whole night and just preparing for the test and sleeping within the test, and this is just a bunch of regret. So what you can do is actually, when you have a test or when you have a new deadline there, you can just track it down from the deadline till today, and just really separate this all labor work or this work where you have to do. Actually, also when it's learning, when you have about to have a test, to actually separate it in every single day. So you have maybe 10-20 minutes of learning every single day, so it doesn't matter so much, and then you can actually also play with your buddies. And the third thing is, so you actually don't procrastinate. And the thing is actually how you can actually make this motion even harder. If you know the speech of Will Smith, where he's talking about self-love, and he's talking about, I love myself so much that when I procrastinate right now and go with the buddies, I will actually have to regret that I will hate myself, and it will lower my self-esteem overall. So this self-love thing is really powerful. If you remind yourself, especially in a piece of paper, it will be a really thing that you can have. The third thing is people I know, especially in Japan, dentists are really expensive, so people really don't go to dentists for years. And all of a sudden, many of them, when I go to the dentist, it might be periodontal stage 4, like my mom, like 2 years ago, something like that. And she was about to freaking die, and I was really afraid of. And all of a sudden, we have found a really nice dentist who has brought you back. However, it was really on the edge. It was really on the edge, and this is actually happened when you just don't listen to your body, don't listen how your emotions are, and just don't go regularly to dentists and other and do other things, because it's really important to know your body. It's really know if your body is healthy or not. And not just by asking your body, but also doing tests. And by doing tests, you're doing yourself a favor in the long term. And also in the short term. In the short term, you might not actually see that they have a disease, but in the long term, when you see a disease, then you can actually go against it, especially things like cancer. And cancer is one thing that is actually emotional. Because I know a story of cancer, like in Japan, it was a couple, and the man of this, he has a cancer, and the doctor said all of a sudden 3 weeks you'll really die. And because it was stage 4, and he said, no, I had really a dream, and before I don't realize the dream, I don't want to die. And what he does is actually he does the training and everything, and because his dream was to go in Himalaya mountains with his wife, and he actually ended up to go there, and he lived for more over 15 years until from this moment the doctor says you have to live just 3 weeks. And this is actually what happened. Emotions are really powerful. How you can control yourself. If you have a really big goal, then you can strive towards it, and you can actually achieve it. This is actually what happens with procrastination. Procrastination just don't give you to the goal, or say, okay, this goal is not relevant. You get your excuses. And the most excuses and the thing are generated not by ourselves, but also the perception of ourselves, which is generated by things like status quo and things like society and rules. And these rules are not really established by us, it's more established by your teacher, and everything which is established by the government. That's not your own rules. You just imagine when you are just standing in front of a God, or someone has actually shaped your body, shaped your flesh, and he asks you, why do you have you did your thing, why didn't you follow a purpose, and you go with excuses, compared to what? Imagine people, when you can walk, when you can talk, when you can think, when you can move your body properly, when you are healthy, be happy for it, be really genuine for it, and really appreciate the thing, because it's not forever. Again, life is ephemeral. You have to remind it every single day, and it might be actually this monster which is waking you up. Sorry, shape. Where I get all the information is when I was about to commit my suicide, I was picked up by my coach, who has helped me to get out my own careful methods. So based on this knowledge, I do currently also offer one online discovery coaching session for free. And why I don't offer it for free, and what we do in the first thing is we want to discover your why, to know actually the synergy between each other. And if you want to actually go to the next level, if you're struggling to you're an entrepreneur to want to go become an entrepreneur and get the first close down, if you're an entrepreneur who's just struggling and really just stagnating one place and want to go further, this is actually the place where I can help you. I will check the link down below, and you can actually click on it and schedule a call with me. Second thing, I have also learned from my own coach that accountability is the most powerful thing, especially when you're groups, in mastermind groups. Therefore, I have also made a mastermind group for Euroshaper, to have the accountability, to have the elevation, to have someone who's actually pick you up, because many people are genuine in the mastermind groups, and they're seeing when you fell off the wagon, they're actually reaching to you out and actually talking to you. So Euroshaper, tell me, what's number one thing you have picked up so far? And share is with your friends and your loved ones, because I believe sharing is caring. If you have some value from it, smash the like button, and also write down what's the maybe thing that you want to discuss about. Reshaper, I do upload every single day, so make sure to hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. Have an awesome day, do not lie to yourself, and pursue your passion now.